Good morning, and welcome to Morning Musings, where we are listening for a message about going for our big dream. And we are utilizing Alana Fairchild's Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck as the conduit for that message to come through. And what I mean by going for your big dream is living your authentic life, doing the things that you enjoy doing without thinking about what others will say about it, without having the shame or whatever comes along with that from other people thinking, that's weird, or that's stupid, or that's just really crazy. Why would anybody want to do that? Right? So it's about really digging in and being authentically you. Because let's be honest, we're human. We try to fit in. We try to match our surroundings, our familial ways of doing things, our traditions, the things that keep us in community. And that's not a bad thing. But when your impetus is different, when your interests exceed the boundaries of that community, people can be pretty mean. And they try and keep you because they love you. They want you in their community. So they try to keep you in that community and place those boundaries around you and do all the things to keep you safe because you're stepping outside of their societal norms, their community norms, their familial norms. And it's different and it's scary and it's weird, and nobody in this family's ever done that. And people like us don't do that. Rah. Well, yes, people like us do things like that. So this is your opportunity. This is your chance to step over the line, to challenge those norms, to really go for that thing that you really know is for you. You know it's yours. You have felt this pull, this interest probably a lot of your life. Or maybe it's a new one. And it's this strong pull. And it comes from your divine spark. It comes from the gift within you that says, this is what you should be doing. This is the cool thing, right? This is interesting, and know that you will find people and you will find community and you will find ways of being as you move forward in this. That doesn't mean that the familial and the friends and the society that you had before can go away or has to go away. It's just a little more limited in what you talk about. But when you're talking about your passion, you'll have this community over here, right? Instead of this community, you'll still have this one, right? But you'll have this one that really fills you up. And then you can kind of tell them about it over here. Right? I have a mentor that says, if you're an entrepreneur and you're dealing with people who are corporate people all their lives, they'll be like, oh, how's your business doing? Well, it's none of their business how your business is doing. You just like, oh, it's doing great. How do you have some bean dip? She asking for the bean dip, right? Which is changing the subject to them. Um, so, and anyway, it's time. It is time for you to get in touch with and really connect with your inner divine spark, your gift, that big dream that's just waiting for you to pay attention to it. So let's do that. Let's do a little meditation and then just get comfortable in your chair. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And we're going to start by just getting in touch with your body. Just scan your body. And I want you to look for the areas that just feel good, that are doing their job, that are just working, that just work. They're not giving you any pain. There's, the muscles, the organs, the bones, they're just working. And they're the areas that you never think about in your body. And I want you to thank those areas. Thank them for doing their job. Thank you for doing the things that I don't think about, for waking me up in the morning, for letting me know when it's time to go to bed, for walking me around all day, for chewing the food, for playing with the dogs or cats or children, for doing all the things. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then in this next scan of your body, I want you to pay attention to those areas that may not feel so good. Areas of injury, of pain, of stress, of tension. And I want you to thank these areas for protecting you from further injury, be it mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical. Those areas of tension, areas of pain, that's your alarm system saying there's something you got to watch out for. Something's going on. You got to pay attention. Something's happening that we need to protect you from. Oh. And especially those areas of chronic pain, those chronic tension, chronic stress area. That's an area that is overworked, really working hard, very diligent. That is a protective area that is on 24 hours a day. And chances are that is an area that is trying to protect you from something that happened a long time ago. An experience you had, an incident that occurred, people that were in your life, an environment that you lived in that you needed protection from in some way, some fashion. Area, those areas of pain are trying to help you. And it's time to let them know that, especially those areas that are chronic, that have been there for years. It's time to let it know that that incident, those people, that experience, that environment, that's not here today. That happened a long time ago. It's safe. It's safe to put down the boundaries. It's safe to relax. It's safe to let go. This may take a minute, may take a while. Take some reiteration of looking around your surroundings and going, yeah, it's not happening here. People aren't here. That incident isn't going on right now. But as you think of it every day, it's not here. You remind your body that it's safe and that you can relax. And as your body is getting used to this idea, I want you to go into your heart center. And I want you to walk through all the boundaries that surround your heart, all the protections that have been placed there to keep you safe. And as you're walking through these walls, these boundaries, these fences, all the things, you see light shining. It's dim at first, but as you walk through the layers of protection, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And it's a beautiful light. It's not a blinding light. It's beautiful. And you realize it's you as you get to the center. And this light is just shining so brightly, so beautifully, so innocently. This is your divine spark. This is your gift to the world. This is your victory. It has never dimmed. It has never gone away. It has just been protected. It's been hidden. And it is time for it to shine. You have learned the lessons. You have gone through all the experiences. You have done all that is needed to keep that divine spark safe. And now it's time for it to shine. It is time to take down the walls, brick by brick, slowly, carefully, deliberately, building the strength to hold your own in your own light. And as your light shines, the people who need it the most will show up. your people, the people who understand and get it and want to see that light, need to see that light. And you will begin to feel like you as your light fills your body, touching every cell in your body. And as that light is bursting forth within you, I want you to imagine opening your feet and reaching out into the center of the earth, inviting in that energy of creativity and of life-giving force. And as that energy rises into your body through your feet, your ankles, your legs, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your abdomen, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your neck, your head, it finds the wounds and takes some time to care for them, to lend it healing life force. And it connects to your divine spark and says, let's play, let's create, let's bring this big dream, this gift you have, let's bring it to life on this plane of existence, on this planet at this time. And as your divine spark and this greater earth energy are dancing together, imagining, planning, enjoying the creative process, I want you to reach out through your top of your head into the stars, the galaxy, the universe. The all-knowing, the all-connected. And invite that energy in, that greater universal knowledge, the connections between each and everything. And invite that energy in, down through your mind, down your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your abdomen, your hips, thighs, knees, legs, ankles, and feet. And as this energy is flowing through your body, dancing with the energy of the earth, it too connects to your divine spark to give you the knowledge of the path that's laid before you, which you can now see illuminated in starshine. The hills, the valleys, the twists, the turns, the obstacles, and the tools to get through them are all there laid out in front of you. And you put one foot on the path again or for the first time. And a peace comes over you, a peace of harmony, of trust, of excitement, of knowing this is your path. This is your big dream. This is your gift coming to fruition in this world. Oh, blessed be. Amen. So mote it be. Our card for today is faith in the process. Faith in the process. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage and strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move. We can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Fortunately, that is enough. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniably persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in that grander scheme. This is a time for humility and trust. You need complete faith in the process and events that are happening. There is nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily with the most grace and assistance through your faithful surrender. Ironically, it is through complete surrender in total faith that we become the most empowered. When we are no longer trying to impede the perfection of the greater plan, we can be aligned with and moved by the process. Having faith in the benevolence of life rather than harboring the suspicion that life is seeking to catch us out, have a joke at our expense, or carelessly toss, excuse me, or have a joke at our expense, or carelessly toss us about as though we mean nothing, then we can relax a little. Having faith in the process gives you space to be curious about what is taking place and to relax enough to be open to what we are most in need of, even if we aren't exactly sure what that is or how it can happen. The guidance from this oracle comes direct from the greater source of life, its source itself. There is now an opportunity for you to be moved from the situation you are currently in to the next chapter in your life story. You can't do it on your own. It's too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf. You will need faith, though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolley are coming off or that they are a bit rickety, but you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in my ways and in my wisdom. For I love you, and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires, and you need not fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this, and perhaps have some fun in the process. Faith in the process. Let's do the healing process. Say aloud, I now ask that all disappointing experiences of the past that have led me to believe that life is not trustworthy or that faith is a silly, immature way to deal with life be released from my mind, body, and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered to absolutely receive all that can assist me with gratitude and without shame or guilt. In doing so, I dedicate my life to be a clear, or I dedicate myself to be a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit in doing so is not limited to me, but will flow so that life can benefit others through me. I trust in this now through unconditional love. So be it. You have completed your healing process. If need be, repeat the above prayer every day to help you boost your confidence that everything can and will sort itself out, whether you feel in control or not. In fact, it can do so more easily when you don't feel in control. Faith in the process. Things get weird and wacky, and things work out. This was a lesson that I learned a long time ago um, when I was first getting clean. And it was a, a lesson that, or an experience, yeah, a lesson, right, that someone gave me to think back in your life to all the things that have happened where nothing you could do could get you out of the situation. Like you could not do anything to get out of the situation, but you got out of it. Not through your own efforts, but through outside intervention, through something happening that changed the situation so that you could go away. It wasn't you. That was life. That was the energy. That was God. That was the knower. That was Allah. That was Goddess. That was whatever you name it. Something else intervened. to stop whatever was going on so that you could get out of that situation, so that you survived. That practice of going back and looking at that for myself has led to some interesting adventures going on in my life because I trusted it, because I knew that this one thing was what I was supposed to do. Even though it looked crazy, even though it didn't look like the right move, I knew inside that it was. And having faith in that process, having faith that this energy, this God, goddess, Allah, universe, whatever you want to call it, the all knowing thing, energy has my back. It has your back. It is working in conjunction with you. As you push your energy, the other energy flows with it and goes, yes, all in, let's do it. And that is, if as I look back, that has happened more often than I can count. So I have a very strong faith in that. I will be taken care of. No matter how many times the brick walls come falling down. I've been homeless. I've not known where my next meal was coming from. There's been things that have happened. And I've always got a roof over my head. I've always got clothes on my back, and I've always got food in my face. And there's other things that go with that, right? That's the faith in the process, taking one step and knowing things were going to work out. So go out there and have a little faith that the universe is working with you, not against you. Life is happening for you, not to you. Each step you take brings a wake of energy along with it. Wherever you're focusing, the energy is saying yes. Right? They say God only says yes. It's because that's your energy. You saying, yes, I want this. Okay, you want that? I'll bring it in. Good, bad, or indifferent. Have faith in the process. Focus yourself on your big dream, and things will shift. Things will come into place. Things will go away. Things will grow. It's an amazing adventure. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening this far along. And if you've been enjoying these morning musings, please hit the like and subscribe button below and the bell up there somewhere that will notify you when I go live next, which I do every day. And as you journey out today, have some faith. Look around to see where things are happening beyond your control. Enjoy them. Watch how the universe works, putting things right in place just for you. Those obstacles might be opportunities. Probably are opportunities. Whether you take them or not, it's up to you. And the opportunity that's here for you now is to go further in depth in your dream. to find out and really refine what that dream is. Create a roadmap to get there, to make it happen intentionally, to help you navigate obstacles, to help you take care of yourself, to help you celebrate every moment that you are on this path. And that opportunity is the Big Dreams Blueprint, happening November 21st through the 23rd. Early bird pricing ends this Saturday. There's a link below, and I hope that you come and join us. It'll be a great 3 days of just diving in to your dream. Because your dream is important. Your dream is worth it. Your dream matters. You matter. And this dream wouldn't come to you if you weren't the one to bring it into fruition. No matter how small or how big it is, it's yours. Let's make it happen together. And remember, keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this. And I'll see you tomorrow.